What's going on, guys? This is a short video for showing my final project for the CS50 course, the self-paced online session I'm learning via edX, and my name is Fuyang Liu. I am Chinese. Right now I am located in Denmark. And just a short abstraction about what this project is about. And I wanted to make a kind of a web page where you can see a list of data, or you can also input some data into the list, and also you can plot there and can be a plot as a generated with hopefully some kind of data analysis method. And I also like hopefully this web page can be dynamically reloaded or loaded, so that's why I'm using this react.js. It can automatically handle a lot of from the client, automatically from the client, to load the data into the web browser. And the basic idea of the data is about if you're making a muffler, you want to see the ratio between the muffler volume and the engine power that the muffler is attached to. So basically, to make it simple, I don't have a database for this project. Its data exists in Excel, and the code will load the data from a local Excel and generate some plot on the website, and also show the list on the website, and you can also input some data on the website. And that's the basic idea of this project. And the technology used behind is basically been made on Python, since I'm learning Python in parallel with the CS50 course. So I think it would be nice to use it. And I found the Cherrypy, which is simple, quite simple and fast Wi-Fi framework to start some small application like this. Matplotlib it's like a Matlab kind of plot package where I can generate some really nice looking plot based on the data above, and the pandas for data handling. So because I didn't use database, so I use the pandas to get the data out from the Excel and print them out onto as a web service. So have a kind of JSON with a JSON format. And then the react.js on the client side take the JSON format data and print it on the client side browser. Also, the basic structure looked like this. There's a few classes I write in Python, and one is controlling the whole website traffic, hopefully. And there's one web service which generates a URL. If you visit that URL, you get all the JSON formatted data. And also another class for based on the data that generate a plot, which you can also get from the client side based on visiting a specific URL. So in all the transaction is between the server and client is handled by react.js. There's some Ajax code behind it, so there's no page refresh, and so things can be smooth and nicely. Just to make it short, so that's basically that's how it looks like. Just quick review of the code, and this is how the server started off by called the live in wiki.py, which is a wrapper Python class that start the whole web server, and it registered a few classes like this to handle the main server, or the web application, I'll call it. It's to give basically feedback the index HTML, and also we have another one to work there as a web service to generate the data rendered in the browser. So the HTML index HTML is actually very short, very simple. But what is most important here, we have react.js, or this one is based on react.js, which is a local script that take data from those web services to get pictures, to get data, and inject them into a div called ID content, which we can actually see from here that we use. This is the local. That's the JavaScript will be running on the local side. It gets data from this URL, this, and also for every whether the data has changed. And there's a little bit code here, but they are not very difficult to implement actually. So let's give a quick look. I see how the code looks like. I just try to start the server. Yeah, basically it's very easy with the Cherrypy. So this is how we start the server. Then we can go to the local host to just reload it again so we know it's working. So you can see that this is like a web service to provide all the data in JSON format, and also a place to print all the plot in it doesn't matter what ID you give. The ID is only used in the react.js to know that if something's changed, you render this picture again. So if you go to the local host website, so we'll have a website look like this, and data is showing, and also the list of data showing, and with also input one. And what is very interesting to know that because we're using edX method, so if I have two users working on the same time, they should be able to see the changes immediately with after one of each other's input another model. So let's try that. Let's try input a data that is generated around 150 hand in power. Just have to make it pretty fast since I'm short of time on the YouTube. Okay, let's try that. There we go. The data is over there. Oh, why would I call it 500? Okay, then it show up over here. Sorry, I just actually should rename it better. But here you can see that's how it works. There's no page reflection, but because all the things handled by the react.js locally on the client side. Thank you very much. That's just a short introduction for my CS50 final project. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, by the way, if you would like to know more about it, you can visit this URL called livingweek.com/masters. I run a local server where I have exactly the repository of code that is running in this location, and if you click here, you can get to my GitHub repository. You can download and play with the code as well. Thank you.